And we're live. Hi, anyone, everyone. I don't know who's in here yet or not. We play Dates and Travels. You're probably already gone. So tonight we've got Lena. I never know which way to go.
I know. She's like a robot.
We've got Lena. I don't know if Janelle or Caitlin are joining us. I haven't heard from them today, but if they do, they'll pop on the screen. And so, wait, I got it once. Janelle's not.
Okay. We miss you, Janelle.
She said the dog's not feeling well. So that stings.
And
Sorry.
just like last week, I have my notebook paper with my eyeshadow count.
So yeah, we're doing Jessica Rabbit. Sorry, I was trying to like respond to the chat in there. And so we're gonna do Jessica Rabbit. She's gonna track how long it takes me to do, or like how many eyeshadows I use, which will probably be several. If you see me looking over here, my phone is right here. And if you have seen any of my shorts where I do kind of like a makeup transition, I'm gonna be recording this one to do the makeup transition. So you'll see me look over here every now and then with a brush and look kind of silly of what I'm doing. And okay.
Okay. I was like, did she freeze?
Sorry. Multitasking today, I swear. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Come on, Christy, just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Today is my Friday. I've got tomorrow off.
that was me last week though, so.
Okay. Breathe. Okay, so I do still have my foundation on from today, and I've already put on my Tarte Shape Tape, which is a concealer that I always say that funny. And I use a fair beige, and I actually use it around my eyes as like an eye primer. So that's what this is. That's what I did, in case anyone hasn't watched these before. If you haven't watched these before and you'd like to watch them, I created a playlist. So I have a playlist out there. If these
I will go find that playlist and put it in the chat.
Okay, thanks. So I use tape on my face. Yes, that's right. Tape on my face.
She does. The first time I thought it was Band-Aids, I was like, Christy, what's wrong? What'd you do to your face? And nothing. It was tape.
What the wrong did you do to your face? So I put tape right there. And like we're doing Jessica Rabbit, so we're going to see a lot of purples. And this time I brought a whole lot of palettes. And I brought some fake eyelashes to potentially put on since it's Jessica Rabbit, but we'll see. I'm not so sure on that. So the palettes that I brought are the 35XO. This is one of the ones I brought last week. Brought both my, that's by Morphe, both my Jack and Sally by Revolution. Talkin' Flirty by Morphe. That one's one with obscene names on the inside.
Ooh, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one on the stream before.
Oh, I may not have brought it over. The Crystal Zodiac one.
That one's like my favorite. It makes me want to get into makeup more.
It is a good one. And this is my like generic Ulta one that I'll turn up on the sides. And I just brought it because it's got this shimmer lilac color that I want to use down here. Then I've got Jaclyn Hill palette number 1, Jaclyn Hill volume number 2, and then and both of these are Morphe, and Morphe, the James Chance one, or is it Chains, something like that? I don't know. So we're gonna work light to dark, and the way our lovely Jessica Rabbit does it, she's dark on both sides and only light in the middle. So my hooded eye look is going to look a little bit different than what you've seen in the past on how I do it, because we're going to want light in the center and dark on the edges. Fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
All right. So I think the lilac color is probably the color we were starting with. I just want to take another gander at this before I start.
Yeah, it's like she like outlines with this dark and like the main part is just light. It's kind of an interesting, eyeshadow.
Okay.
So we all want to know, because we know that you find outfits to go with your makeup. Do you have a Jessica Rabbit dress?
I do not have a Jessica Rabbit dress, but I do have 2 red dresses, and one of them is a kind of like a V-neck, which is closest to the Jessica Rabbit dress.
Okay.
So we'll probably wear that one. Because I did look. I mean, I knew I had 2 in my mind already, but I don't have such a snug revealing dress as Jessica Rabbit.
That doesn't make you go whoop.
Right. Okay, so the first color I'm going to use is just like a standard color. I don't see one in this palette. Let me grab. Oh, that one's shimmery. It's just like a base color. We'll use Come Here Often from this palette, and it's just like this beigey color right here, just to kind of get a base going. And then I'm going to move to the lilac on the Ulta palette. And I brought breads. Is her lip red or is her lip like a dark color? Because I brought like bright red. It's bright red. Good. I learned it from memory.
It is red.
All right, lilac, here we go. And normally I do like heavy on the corners, but because she's pretty much heavy here and here and light here, I'm doing just the whole lid, the light color, and then I'll transition to the dark colors on the outside and on the inside. So what are your plans for this weekend?
Sleep.
I'm tired today. I'm so glad that today was my Friday for work.
I will say, this is my third. Yeah, we've been back from Christmas break for this will be 3 weeks now. And I will say that I thought I would get used to being up. Oh, excuse me. I ride the bus. I'm a special education para. And so I ride with one of our students. So I have to be up and to the bus barn to be on the bus. And I'm going from 4:30 in the morning till I get home about 4:45 at night. And so I love Saturdays and Sundays because I can sleep in. And this week has just been weird weather-wise. It was really warm on Monday, and then Tuesday it got really cold. Yesterday the weather was just like, I honestly thought that they were going to at least delay school for 2 hours because of the weather, but they didn't. And I'll tell you, going down a steep hill with a turn in a bus, you're hanging on to the back seat of the seat in front of you, trying to show, it's all gonna be okay. There's nothing to be worried about where you're going. Okay, my will is in, good order, right? Because this is a steep hill in a bus. So, that was my adventure this week. Hello, Colin Cropley, and hello, Jan in Travels. We are glad that you are here. Welcome in.
Hey guys. So I went to I'm Single.
So this is number 2.
Number 3, actually.
Number 3. I missed one while I was talking.
We did
My
the
bad.
base one, and then we did the lilac. You probably didn't count the base one because it's just a base.
I did actually count the base. I missed the lilac. So for those of you who don't know, last week Christy did a half and half, and I did link the playlist in the chat so you can go check out previous ones. And we got to 28 different eyeshadows combined between the 2 looks. And just would refuse to go to 30 no matter how much chat begged her. So we have started doing an eyeshadow count with Christy to see how many eyeshadows she will layer each week.
Oh, well, it gets a little creative. Now I'm picking my next color.
We get a little crazy around here.
Ooh, I want to use this color later. It's called Touchy Feely. That's okay. Fun. That's what it's called. Later, not now. Maybe later. Ooh, I'm using this one. It's called Chills.
Okay.
It's a light purple right here. It's shimmery. It's right there.
Oh, pretty.
And it's in the Sally palette, which all of these light colors I'll also use again later when I'm doing the center of my look.
And I did, and it wasn't part of her playlist, but I added it in a chat. Last week, by popular demand, people wanted a video on Christy removing her makeup. And so she did a short. And so I did throw that link in the chat because it was very impressive that how little it took for her to remove all this makeup.
Yeah, and I just used store brand makeup remover.
Yeah, I figured she was gonna have to be using like sandpaper and kind of 100 grit,
No. Simplicity with the makeup remover. Okay, I'm gonna go to Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2, and I'm gonna use this therapy sesh color. And now I'm moving just towards the outsides.
Okay.
Up top. So I'm not gonna be doing the lid, the center of the lid.
Tonight's look, for those of you wondering, is Jessica Rabbit.
And I shared the stream out on Twitter and a couple of group chats on Facebook, and then a couple of group chats in Instagram.
Yes, I've shared it in several group chats on Instagram as well.
Did you hear my son?
I was wondering what sounded like playing Cowboys and Indians down there.
Woo! It's so quiet in this corner, though.
So in the afternoons, I help in 4th grade, and today, they I don't know if your kids do this, because I asked one of my friends, and she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. The SRI reading level tests for Lexiles. And so they had to take Lexiles the other day, and they have new reading levels. And one of the girls comes up to me and the teacher and was like, I don't know what book to read. And I said, okay, I will help you. I will pick a book for you. And the kid looked at Mrs. Baldwin like, what? And she's like, I would trust Mrs. Hall's judgment. She's always been a good reader. You would probably like anything she picked for you. And so I've been trying to get one of her girls to read Nancy Drew. She has one of the number 1 or number 2. And I'm like, 4th grade is a good age for Nancy Drew. Yeah. And so she read it, and she came to me today and was like, I really liked that book, Mrs. Hall. I'm like, well, I knew you would, and I'm very glad. And one of the boys today had me pick him out a book, and I picked him out the book, The Indian in the Cupboard.
I haven't read that one.
It's good. There's a movie to it too. I want to say that we read it as a class in like 4th or 5th grade. It's about this kid who finds this cabinet, and he puts it in the trash, and he puts this Indian figurine in it, and it comes to life. So he puts a cowboy in there as well. And it's been
Kind of like the museum. Is that what it's called? Museum?
No, this is called The Indian in the Cupboard.
Well, I meant like the movie, like
yeah, it's similar to The Night at the Museum.
Okay. Did you get that one when I showed you on that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You're up to 6. But yeah, it's the same premise kind of as Night at the Museum, but this book's been around longer. So I suggested it to him, and he kind of looked at me and like, that 4th, 5th grade boys when they kind of snarl their nose at you, like you don't know what you're talking about, and you want to laugh because they think they are looking like an adult and they don't. And the teacher goes, I think that would be a really good book for you, and I think that you'll end up liking it. So he's like, fine. So he is a pretty quick reader as well. So I'm curious to see how long it will take him to read it. The only caveat is they cannot take books home from the school. They have to stay at the school unless they are in quarantine.
So they can only, read them in school. I went on to one called Not My Journey from Jaclyn Hill, Volume 2.
Okay.
My favorite book to read as a kid in school, granted it was middle school, was The Outsiders.
I never read that one. Did you read The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
I didn't.
It was good. It was good. The movie is I think she was in
Gilmore Girls.
Yes, was in the movies. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's her.
See, I'm sometimes smart. That's what I tell my kids at school. Sometimes I'm smart. Some days I feel really dumb. And one of the teachers was like, "Oh, you should never tell the students that you feel dumb." And I'm like, "Why?" Because I guarantee on a daily basis one of these kids is feeling dumb. And instead of feeling like the teachers know everything, that we have days where we aren't sure about things either. So I try to look at it from their point of view and the way I perceived my teachers when I was in school. Because I'm like, I flat told on it because I don't know everything, nor do I profess to know everything.
Right.
I said, one, that's why I ask a teacher a question. I said, I may be a para, I may be helping instruct you, but I don't know everything. I said, and the day that I profess to know everything is the day that I need to quit doing this job.
Moving to Good Place, which is also in the Jaclyn Hill palette, Volume 2.
And yes, I have one acrylic nail on. This is the latest that I've had. This is the latest set, and all have come off except this one. And I let them pop off naturally at this point. Otherwise, it ends up messing up my nails and my nail beds. So I have one acrylic nail on. 10 to 1. I
think I got some in my eye. Nope, it's a hair.
I don't know which is worse, eyeshadow or a hair.
I think it's from the cotton swab I used before.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And I will pop the link in the chat. Don't forget that Friday nights is still in the Disney Tea Castle chat. And tomorrow it is on Cinder Alley Loves Disney's channel.
Yep. I'm moving back to the James palette and using like a dark purple.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be struggling because my eye's watering now.
Oh, yeah. Not tree, T.
I do that.
I think when like I decided that my brain shuts off at a certain point in the evening. Like almost as soon as I walk off the bus after we're back at the bus barn, all the kids have been delivered home. Like my brain goes, okay, I'm done. Jink. And then I just can't function and I can't talk.
Okay, so I'm going to the Shape Tape.
Okay.
Yeah. Walt, I've never ridden Barnstormer either. I don't know if you saw that message, but I haven't ridden Barnstormer or Dumbo.
Hello, Mouse Talk. How are you doing tonight?
Okay, so Shape Tape, and it's a concealer, but I'm using it on my eyelid.
He says, OMG, you're killing me.
I think those are the only two things I haven't done at Magic Kingdom. Because I have done the Progress, whatever that's called.
Carousel of Progress?
Yeah, that one.
That is Sam's favorite. And I have to say, I have ridden Dumbo, but I have not ridden Barnstormer.
I virtually rode both today.
Did you really? Did you
Yeah.
enjoy yourself?
Walt was there today, and I was watching, listening while I was working at the same time.
Mouse Talk, I am doing well. I am tired with my new school schedule, but I am looking forward to Saturday and sleeping. And I now as an adult can say I don't know who looks more forward to spring break and summer, teachers or kids. I'm voting on the fact that the teachers look forward to it more than the kids. Not gonna lie. And Colin says it looks good.
Thanks. That's the eye.
So for those of you who are in the chat who may not understand what you're doing with your concealer, why don't you explain that?
So I have, well, in this instance, it's not the same thing as how I do it with hooded eyes, just because I'm doing Jessica Rabbit and I'm trying to be as authentic to her style as possible, mainly because she doesn't have like a whole lot of extra makeup other than just on her eyes. But typically when it comes to using concealer over eyeshadow, what I'm doing is I'm making a fake crease for my eyelid, because a hooded eye is when the upper part of your eyelid falls over your actual eyelid crease, making it to where when you do wear makeup, you can't really see it that much. So I put some concealer on right here, blink, and it leaves a spot up top. You can see it right there of where the two meet. And I create what's called a cut crease or a fake crease. It's called a fake crease until you put the more eyeshadow on, and it's called cut crease, to give the illusion that my eyelids are bigger than they are. So that's what it is. And that's what I'm doing here, but typically I do it from the corner all the way over, but because Jessica Rabbit has like dark on inside and outside, I'm just doing it in the center. Was that your phone or my phone?
Not my phone. My phone's on the charging pad. I've had several comments. They're like, Lena, your area seems so much brighter. Sam got me, it was a $15 lamp, and it's got a charging base on it, and it's right here. And so everything looks brighter. But if I don't turn it enough, it gives this weird glow thing, this shadow thing. So it's literally pointed at the corner of my wall. But I will say that when I'm recording a video at 5 o'clock in the morning before school, it really helps at my living room.
I use my ring light, but I don't during work, and I probably should because it's like either dark right here or there's a window right there, or it's like I'm so backlit it's insane. So I probably should be using it, but I don't. Thank you, Colin. Okay, I gotta do the thing on the phone. I gotta do the thing on the thing.
Christy is filming a short as well.
Yeah. Multitasking. That brush is dirty. Okay.
That could be a video. You could video how you clean your brushes.
Yeah, I just use soap and water. There, you can buy brush cleaning stuff, but I straight up just use soap and water. Corners where you can. I spend way too much money on makeup already. Okay, I'm going back. I think a lot of, if I don't find it bright enough, I'll switch to something else. But it's the same color as the first color I used. And so right now I'm just patting that color on to where the concealer was, whatever.
And if you're wondering, yes, she does have tape on her face.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So that it one, it helps her create a straight line. And two, it helps catch any extra eyeshadow as it falls.
Yep.
It's not Band-Aids. She's not injured.
No, not injured.
I thought it was Band-Aids. I was very concerned about her one night.
I will say though, because I do makeup in the mornings, and then on Thursday nights when I take makeup off and then do makeup again, by the end of the night, my eyelids are so sore.
Oh, I'm sure. You've put like 10 pounds of eyeshadow on it.
Especially when I'm doing like this kind of thing, I do go extremely heavy on the eyeshadow.
And you've added, what, 2 more colors there?
Now this is lilac. It's one of the colors we used already.
Okay, then we're good. We haven't added any more yet.
I don't know if we will. We might, but I don't know that we will.
We might top out at 8 tonight. It's no 28, but you know.
Pretty simplistic look this time.
Yes.
Oh, let me check and see if Caitlin ever got back to us. Nope. She's probably still at class or something.
Probably.
Okay, so anyone that's in here, make suggestions of the next look, because I have a couple ideas, but I like suggestions better.
For last week's, Christy did a poll on Facebook and on your community tab, didn't you?
Yeah. And most of the votes, 49% was the one that we did last week, and like 20-something% was this one, and the other two were just kind of like in the low teens in percentage. So that's why I did this one instead of trying to think of others to do.
Come up with. So let us know in the comments if there is a character makeup look that you would like to see Christy replicate.
If it's an animated character, it will be my rendition of it, not a replicate. But
so if we say we want to see you do Dory, you're not going to paint your face blue?
No. I'll probably use blue and yellow eyeshadow on my eyes.
I think I'm doing her whole face blue.
I do have both. I've got a yellow one right here, and I know I have blue. I'm using one of the colors we already used, and it's called Not My Journey, and it's from the Jaclyn Hill palette.
Okay. This was really a very simple look.
Yeah. Blending it to my liking will be the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer blending rather than harshness, but
hers is very stark.
yeah. So cut crease is when you literally put the line. So that's like a cut crease. It's just a very drastic cut crease.
Bam.
Can you hear my son? I think he's playing Star Wars or Mando or something.
One of my sixth graders has been gone, and they took a test yesterday, and so he was finishing up his study guide, and he's like, I'm ready to take my test. I said, are you sure? You can take it tomorrow. You don't have to take it today. Why don't you spend the next half an hour studying? No, I'm ready. I want to take my test. Fine. So I gave him the test. I said, may the odds be ever in your favor, little Padawan. He kind of looked at me and goes, you know Star Wars and Hunger Games? He goes, that was weird hearing them together. I'm like, yes, little Padawan. You know, do or do not, there is no try. Go do your test.
Okay, so I used a new one. It's called Here's My Number. At least I think that's a new one. Have we already used that one?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That puts us up to 10.
Okay. And that one's cut from the Talking Flirty palette, which I'll show in a second, like all the colors in there.
So if you're just hanging out in the chat with us, we're glad you're here while Christy does her Jessica Rabbit makeup.
Here is the Talkin' Flirty. And the colors are called, they're funny. We've got Drop a Hint, Subtle, Just Teasing, You're Cute, I'm Single, Here's My Number, Into You, Charming, Cheeky, Got Moves, Scando, Starrin', Sweet Talk, Chance It, Lock Eyes, Kiss and Tell, Breaking Hearts, and Smirk.
I like it.
I think the Jaclyn Hill palette, number 2, has some risque ones too. Tipsy Girl. Oh, hello. Temptress. Excuse me. I'm going back to the color I used at the very beginning.
Okay.
And just kind of going around the edges here.
Okay.
Hey, Randy.
Welcome in.
All right. I need to look a couple things with her. Stop
Don't
it.
forget to do your next little poofy thing.
Okay. Good call. Good call. Multitasking. I'm going to use a different brush so it doesn't have makeup all over it. I'm going to do eyeliner now.
Okay.
And I'll go back and do a little bit more shadowing a little bit. So my eyeliner, well, first I'm going to do, it's called, it's just white eyeliner from NYX.
Okay.
Which you can find this at Walmart. And I'm doing the corner right here to brighten up my eyes. And then I'm going to use Fake Awake on my under eyelid piece. So, you know how like when you get really tired, this little area gets super red? This Fake Awake, which I got at Ulta, kind of gets rid of the redness there.
It's like coffee and a pencil.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it.
All right, now eyeliner. My eyeliner is called Better Than Sex by Too Faced. It's a liquid eyeliner, also Ulta.
I love Ulta.
There's an Ulta right down the road from where I work. And well, actually, it's in the same shopping center. And now there's also Sephora.
They should give employee, like, strip mall employee discounts.
Some places do. My favorite place to eat does.
When I worked at Dillard's, right beside it, there was a nail salon. And they gave half off to mall employees. It was great.
Half off?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Places in my work just do like 10%. It's usually just food places, though. I feel like they're tearing down the house up there.
Are you upstairs or are you like in a basement area?
I'm in the office area. Even when we bought the house, the guy that owned it had this area set up as the office, but it's like an open concept place. So like the dining room's right there, just the regular dining room, and the kitchen's right there. But I have a half wall right here. Well, it's not a half wall, it's a full wall, but it stops like right here. And then there's a bar right there.
Okay.
So I'm in the corner. They're upstairs. We don't have basements here in Tennessee.
Basements are like a necessity in Kansas.
For tornadoes?
Yeah.
We have too many caverns under most of the land here to have basements.
Cooper's Corner says nobody puts Christy in a corner.
Right? I'm always in a corner. It's so funny because my area upstairs for recording, which I haven't used in forever, is also a corner.
That's too funny.
This eyeliner is taking a little bit longer than I anticipated because I keep on finding cotton stuck in my eyeshadow or eyelashes.
If you are just getting here, welcome. We're glad that you're here. Tonight's makeup is Jessica Rabbit.
Okay. Gotta do my thing.
Christy's also filming a short.
Yeah.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, T. Marie. I don't know why I always say T. Marie when I know it's Tina. Just out of habit, I suppose.
Probably have it.
Okay, let's see. I'll do another shadow because I know.
That puts us to 11.
So I'm doing this really light shimmer to put in the corner of my eye. And I'm literally just tapping it on with my finger. And it's from the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. I have an obsession with Morphe palettes. And it's just like a beige shimmer. It's not any purple or anything, but oddly enough, because I've tapping it over purple, it's got like a purple shimmer to it. So that's convenient. Okay. Told you my eyes would water. There's purple on my face. All right, next, we'll go back to the Shape Tape to clean up all the stuff that did get on my face.
It's so interesting watching Christy do this makeup. It's like we're all entranced by it. Like, what's she gonna do next? And then I say something that makes her laugh and try to jab herself in the eye with whatever she's using. So, you know, kudos to me.
Oh, you know what I forgot to bring over here? If I'm going to use fake eyelashes, I forgot glue. I guess I won't use them then.
You didn't tell me you were going to use fake eyelashes, otherwise I would have asked you if you had glue. And really, is it worth putting on fake eyelashes for the 10 minutes you're gonna?
No, gosh, I hate it.
It'd take us longer watching you try to put on the fake eyelashes than they'd be on.
Probably. I don't know though. I mean, I take forever to do my mascara anyway.
Maybe some other night you can do your fake eyelashes and do like what we could, and then you'll be able to film a short putting them on, or a long putting them on.
Cinderella lashes. I think I'm gonna need to do my. Did I do that right? I don't know if I did. I think I'm gonna need to do my foundation. Looking at myself in the camera, it looks spotty. Okay. I'm not gonna curl my lashes because I still have some mascara on, but I am going to touch up the mascara. Ooh, hiccup. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to use the Black Magic mascara Drama Curl mascara that came in like a glossy box advent calendar. And it's curved. Hey, Jeffrey. Can you hear them upstairs?
A little bit, but not too much.
And oh, I asked you what you were doing. I didn't say what I'm doing. Well, tomorrow I'm taking the day off because husband's having surgery, so I've got to be there for him. And then I have no plans Saturday or Sunday, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing some Girl Scout stuff with the cookies because that's how it goes this time of year.
It is Girl Scout cookie time.
It is right now. Yep. And you can order online and have it shipped directly to you. So if you're interested in Girl Scout cookies, please DM me on Instagram. I'm not allowed to give the site out into the public, but if you DM me on Instagram, I can send you a link and you can purchase Girl Scout cookies and have them shipped directly to you.
Woohoo! And even if you don't think you will eat them, don't forget you can buy a box and have it donated to our troops. And they send it to our men in uniform overseas, as well as to your state National Guard units. Trust me, we've brought home cases of cookies before. And the
Yes.
guys really like them, especially when they're overseas. It's a little taste of home.
And even though the donations all the like donations and stuff goes to the troops, the girls still get credit for it to get a patch.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, last year she sold 1,000. This year she sold 15. But last year we had boosts. This year we're not doing boosts.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like this time last year, it wasn't like everything wasn't as crazy as it was when it got into like March and April timeframe.
Yeah, and Girl Scouts boosts ended on the last day is always Super Bowl Sunday. So
and see, our troops are just gearing up at that point to sell cookies.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't know, different councils actually have different sell dates so that the bakeries don't run out.
Yep. I'm moving on to Damn Girl by Too Faced mascara.
And if you didn't know, there's actually 2 different bakers for Girl Scouts. There's the ABC bakers and there's the little brownie bakers. And when I was a scout, we had little brownie bakers in our area. And now they have the ABC bakers, and I think the ABC bakers taste different than little brownie bakers. So I am still hunting for my Samoas and tagalongs.
Oh, we have little brownies. Order online. You can order some. I'll send you the link.
That
Just remind me.
That makes this fat girl happy.
I have some boxes sitting in there that my mom ordered.
Woo.
My mom ordered a case.
I will say, because growing up in small rural Kansas, literally, like for every 10 people in town, 9 of them. And I worked my tail off selling cookies. I was always the second in cookie sales because the girl who got first every time, her mom took her cookie order form to work. She worked at a big manufacturing plant and would just leave it on the table, and people would sign up for cookies. The girls didn't have to do anything, and I'm out here working my tail off. And I actually made a mom mad one day. I was still working at the chamber, and she came into the office, and she's like, "Would you like to buy some cookies?" I'm like, "Sure, where's your daughter?" And she's like, "Oh, well, my daughter's at school. I'm just doing it for her." And I'm like, "Sorry, I don't buy from parents. I buy from kids."
The girl.
And she looked at me and goes, "Well, that's stupid." And I said, "No, because when I was a Girl Scout, I was always beat out as number 2 for the girl who didn't do any work. Sorry." And the mom just glared at me. But I'll drop. Oh, okay, how much are they for you?
They just went up to $4.50. We had them at $3.50.
They're $5 here.
Our Toffee-tastic and s'more ones are $5, and the others are $4.50. But we had a sponsor. The TV show Nashville was our sponsor for a long time, so we didn't have to raise the price for a while. And now
That's awesome.
that show's not going on anymore, so it's no longer sponsoring it.
But I was like, $5 for, and see, this is really gonna age me. They were $2 when I was a Girl Scout. And I remember when all of the councils around us were going up to like $3, and we're still sitting here at $2 a box.
Yeah, we were $2.50.
Then back in them olden days when we walked to school and we didn't wear a mask. tell us in the chat, were you a Girl Scout or were you in a family with a Girl Scout?
Or did you sell popcorn with the Boy Scouts?
Yeah. My brother was a Boy Scout leader when I was a senior in high school. And for a graduation gift, he gave me one of the big boxes of the individually wrapped microwave popcorns. Best graduation gift ever. He's like, I figured this would help with study snacks. And I'm like, uh-huh.
I always ate ramen in college.
I had the meal plan for school. So
yeah, I mean, I did too, but sometimes when you get hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning studying, the cafeteria and areas aren't open. So
ours were open 24/7.
Oh, really? Ours weren't.
Mm-hmm. Full salad bar even 24/7.
Dang. Yeah, ours were not.
Private Christian college. We paid for that thing to be open 24/7.
Yeah.
Tina says, nope, no scouts of any kind for me. Womp, womp, womp. Well, sad. And she says, my husband was a Boy Scout. That's awesome.
It's a lot of commitment and a lot of time, and you get volunteered for stuff, and you're like, what?
Yeah. Hello, happily ever Yaddy. Welcome in. Glad you're here.
Hello. All right. I didn't bring my foundation, so I'm not putting foundation on, but I am going to do some contouring.
Yeah, my mom ended up being my scout leader pretty much brownies on. And the aging is different. Were you in scouts when you were in school, Christy?
So I started in, I want to say 2nd grade. So I started out as a brownie.
Okay. When Christy and I would have been in scouts, Daisy's was kindergarten. Brownies was 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Juniors was 4th, 5th, 6th. Cadets was 7th and 8th. Seniors / ambassadors was 9th through 12th. Now, Daisy's is kindergarten and 1st. Mm-hmm. Brownies is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Juniors is 5th. Really?
Yeah, it's just 2nd and 3rd. Presley becomes a junior next year.
Oh, wow. And that's just so weird because each council does it differently for a national organization. That's so weird for me.
Yeah.
That's so cool, happily ever Yaddy. She says she was a scout leader for a few years for her daughters.
Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't say what I was doing. So I did a little eyeliner underneath to give me a little eyeshadow underneath to do a little dramatic look. And it was just some of the same colors I used up here. Now I'm using my Tarteist Pro Glow contour palette, and I'm using the darkest shade that hasn't already been used completely, which is called Sculpt. And now I'm about to go over to the strobe and do some highlights.
Emily Rose, welcome in. She says she was a brownie scout and an older scout. That's awesome.
I'm burping my drink. It doesn't taste good second time around.
So what are you drinking?
Organic seltzer, spicy pineapple. It's a alcoholic seltzer water, carbonated water. Yeah. A little bit of flavor. It has 80 calories, which is kind of high. 0 carbs, 0 sugars. So, yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that I am on day 4 of this migraine, I would be finishing up my crayon with some Coke tonight.
Okay, so
I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure that we're having massive weather shifts. And so I'm hoping that they'll be done by tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm moving on to the very last thing, which is lipstick. And I'm going to use 2 of them. This one called Glitter Magic Shimmer Shifting Lip Color. This is actually a paint. So when I put it on, even though it's shimmery, it doesn't look glossy. It just looks shimmery, and it kind of goes into your creases, so it makes you look older. So then I put this, which is one of my favorites. Not necessarily this color, but Bare Minerals is definitely my favorite lipstick in all, and it's a matte. I like mattes. And this one's called VIP.
Love Bare Minerals.
Me too.
Happily Ever Yaddy says, my daughters are now my makeup artists. They are so good at it, especially the oldest with cosplay.
All right, sorry. I actually have never known my mom to wear makeup. I think she wore it for my wedding, and that was it.
Don't forget to add into your shorts.
Oh, I will after this one.
I feel like we all have to be really quiet while Christy does her lipstick, like every week.
Just the lipstick. It's all an art.
Well, see, with eyeshadow, like, it's easier to fix than with, because you go lipstick, you know, you do like this.
All right, so for the hair, I'm just going to, I probably won't have to curl it at all because, well, it was straight today. It was straight this morning, and then I take it out of the ponytail holder. It's kind of,
Caitlin says, looks great, Christy. Sorry, I totally fell asleep right before the live.
Oh, that's okay. Did you fall asleep in your car? Did you have, like, dance tonight?
Yeah, especially red lipstick.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll do a close-up. Wait, let me do my thing. And then I'll do it one more time after I get dressed. Okay, and I'll do a close-up. And then you guys be sure to check my Instagram for the pictures, because I'm literally, as soon as this ends and we finish backstage, a little bit of chatting, probably shorter this tonight because I really got to pee. I will take some pictures and I'll post them. I'll change clothes, take some pictures, and I'll post them on Instagram like I do every week. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. Please be sure to follow Caitlin, Jacqueline, and Lena. Their links are in the description down below, and I'm pretty sure Lena probably has posted them occasionally throughout the chat anyway.
Yep.
You switched up?
I was getting ready to post Caitlin's and
Jacqueline.
Yeah. I'm like, just tell me.
Okay, so here's the close-up of my Jessica Rabbit. And I did a little bit of contour on the cheeks right here and along the nose to give it more of a defined look. It's not perfect because I didn't have my foundation to use it, but this is what we've got. It's what we're working with. Show me what you're working with. So that's it. Before we go, though, because we do still have at least a minute, Lena, what do you have coming up?
Well, tomorrow I've got trip videos from my quick trip to Universal every Tuesday and Saturday, and then other random bonus videos during the week as I can upload them. Right now we are actually working on Christmas because my husband bought over 20,000 lights for Christmas. And so he is working on creating a light show. And so we are documenting that process on our channel.
That will be awesome. Is it going to be like an extravagant light show? So you should sign up. What is that? Light Wars or Christmas Light?
We are the Great Christmas Light Fight.
Yeah.
Not quite there yet, but
you'll get there.
That is Sam's goal.
You know what? That's what I forgot to do. So my 9 trees, I think, out of my 9 trees this year, all but one of them's lights, some of their lights went out. And I was like, Robbie's like, you want me to just turn the lights off? I was like, no, I'll buy some lights right after Christmas when they're cheaper. I forgot and didn't buy any lights. So now when they're full price, I'm going to have to buy lights for our trees.
We actually bought out 30 minutes in two directions is a town that actually has a Walmart. South of us is Newton and east of us is Walmart. When everything went to 75 and 80% off, we bought every box of lights they had left.
I would have too. Caitlin, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Gosh. But I mean, if you didn't believe in what they were doing, that's better anyway. Hi, Matt. Welcome in. Oh, thanks. I'm glad Pete sent you. We love Pete. He goes live tonight at I think 9:15 Eastern time. So he should be live shortly after we're off. Unless he went at 7. I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday nights. I get it mixed up. He goes live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. But he has football shows. He has get to know these channel shows, and then the hot seat show, which is on Friday night, which I'll be on in September. And he's gonna have plenty of time to stock up on crazy questions to ask me. So I may have to plead the fifth. I don't know. So for me, I just edited my year of the year video for February and posted it. Well, posted it as in scheduled it to release. It's for February. I ordered the Valentine's Bibbidi box, so that should be coming to me soon, and I'll have a video for that. There's a new, she's not new. She's been doing it for a while, but she's a small shop that does really cool shirts. I posted a picture yesterday and the day before of me wearing one of her shirts. So I ordered some shirts from her and got them in the other day, and I recorded that video, and that will be posting soon too. Still have to edit it. But other than that, just some swaps. I haven't been doing swaps for so long other than year of the year, but I decided to do a couple. So I made a home decor one that I'm doing, and then I was invited to a Christmas in July one and a Witch 3 one for March. So not too many swaps, just a few. The sad thing is I had to turn so many people down with those, but I just couldn't at the time. So
yeah, that's understandable.
I was like, yeah, I can do that one. I pick and choose really, and it's pick and choose based on what their swap is about. I'm not one of those people that ask who's all in it. Occasionally I might, if I'm trying to avoid anybody that I've worked with before and didn't like working with them, but I don't ever say is so-and-so in there, because my experience can be different than somebody else's. So I just say who all's in it. And if they want to tell me, they can. If they don't, that's fine. I can either pass or not pass. But I'm really liking the uniqueness everyone's coming up with these days. Like the pick 3 was really cool because you gave a list of your favorite sidekick, your favorite this, and your favorite this, and you gave a list, and she literally drew random out of it. So the person you got, she drew 3 characters out for that person. And she said, okay, your person is Lena. She likes, or she picked, for her villain, she had a list of 4, but I drew out Ursula. For her main character, she had a list of 10, but I drew out Jack Skellington. And then for her sidekick, she had a list of 4, but I drew out Lumiere. So you have to purchase one product, at least one product from each.
That's cool. I like that. That's unique.
Yeah, you can do more, but you have to do at least one from each character. Okay. And I did do more. I did 4 items from one from one, and 3 from the other.
This home decor one sounds interesting.
So the home decor one I came up with, and that one is you have to record yourself making. You don't have to record you. You just have to make 2 to 3 items on camera for the person that you received, and you don't have to specify. We gave our preferences, but you didn't have to gear yours to your preferences. It was for your creativity. And it's like a DIY. So you're recording 3 DIYs, and the first half of your video is your DIY. The second half of your video will be the unboxing that you got from the person that made for you.
That's awesome. I love that.
So that one was fun. I've sent my box out, but I haven't received mine yet, but it's not until like late March. And then the Christmas in July is just that, Christmas in July. I don't think there's any other swaps I'm in other than Year of the Year, but they were really, the ones I have been invited to were unique enough for me to be like, yes, I want to do that. There's another one that I've done in the past that I really liked doing, and it was like, I think it was called the Color of Friendship swap. And the creator said, okay, just give us a list of your favorite colors. And then when you got your person, you got their list of favorite colors, and you had to pick one color out of that and gear the entire box to that color. So that was a little difficult. I picked my person, their favorite colors were black, maroon, and yellow, and it was summertime, so I picked yellow and filled their box with yellow stuff. So that was fun, but like it's a unique.
I like the Cake by the Ocean collab that we did last year.
The Cake by the Ocean. I know. That one was so fun. Sometimes it's hard to think of like creative things, but I always think of them just at random times. Usually when I'm doing something completely different.
Well, you said that the DNCE came on with that song. You're like, oh, that could be a collab.
Yeah. At that time, it was like in the mornings while I'm getting ready and putting on makeup, because I'm obviously quiet when I'm putting on makeup. I'm like, Alexa, play. Oh, I hope Alexa doesn't hear me. I don't know. I'll be like, Alexa, play music, and sometimes I'll be like, play 2000s music, play this music, play that music. She must not.
There's a station you might like.
There goes Alexa.
Alexa, music off.
That's awesome. Cooper's Corner says, as a fan, I can say we love all the swaps, but for a content creator, I can imagine it can be overwhelming and expensive. Expensive is the key word in that.
Yes. Cooper also said, I'm so extra. Yeah, swaps get expensive. I'll say this pick 3 swap that I just did, that I just box on, doesn't watch the channel, or at least she never comments, but I don't think she'll hear me. I got her a Jim Shore, a pair of expensive ears from one of the expensive Etsy creators, and not like a $70 pair, but like a $40 pair of ears. I made her a wine bottle. I spray painted it with like a frosted glass, a frosted shade, and then I spray painted the bottom with gold, and I put Hocus Pocus on it. So I bought a vinyl sticker and put Hocus Pocus on it. I bought her a coffee mug that was handmade, and a t-shirt. A couple of other things I can't remember. I can guarantee you I spent like $200 on her stuff. It was nuts. Oh, some socks, some funny Hocus Pocus socks. But yeah, it was probably like $200 for that swap box, because the thing is like, even when you have a price limit to use, you don't always use that price limit. We didn't have price limit. The thing was, you had to at least have one item that you would want for yourself. So no like trinkety things, unless you really want a trinkety thing. One item from each of those characters in the box. So everything I got her is stuff that I would wear. I was like, yeah, I want this. And I seriously thought about getting myself the shirt and the ears.
Hello, Geeking Out with Melly Mel just got here, and so did Katrina.
Hey, Katrina. Hey, Melly Mel. But yeah, swaps, they get so expensive. That's why I really liked the home decor one, because yeah, you have to go buy the materials, but you can make some really nice stuff for pretty inexpensive. And
Agreed.
that's what I did. I can show you after, because I don't know if she's in here, and she's already got my box, so she knows that I sent to her, but I don't know if she's like ghost watching or not. But I can show you what I made, because I made myself some too, because I like them so much.
Hello, Kelly. Crazy Disney addiction. Well, it is 10 after 8, and I know
yes,
all fun must come to an end.
Yes, and I've got to go take pictures, and
I have to go to bed.
At least I don't have to get up early tomorrow. I do have to get up, but not as early as normal. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Go check out the links in the description down below. Check out my Instagram for the Jessica Rabbit pictures after this. It'll probably be about an hour when I post them. And thanks so much for joining. Join next week.
I did throw in my Cake by the Ocean and Christy's Cake by the Ocean collab videos.
Nice. Last thing is check out my community tab soon, probably sometime tomorrow, since I'm going to be in a waiting room at the doctor's office for a little while. And my Instagram stories for voting for the look for next week. So stay tuned for that. Vote. The most votes is the look I'll do. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.